We're back with the bad vibe with Dwight and Jeremy.
All right, guys, this is episode 101.
Yeah, like the Dalmatians.
Yeah. Well, not exactly. Right?
We're going to actually skin the
We're
puppies,
just
though.
white.
Yeah.
I don't have any black spots. Are they black with white spots?
I do.
They're white with black spots.
Yeah, black spots.
Yeah.
I have I guess a birthmark or something on my dick, and somehow I didn't notice it my whole life till I was like 32. And I went in there to take a leak, and I noticed, I was like, oh my God, I thought I had like herpes or something.
Skin cancer.
Or something. I thought it was like sexual.
You don't get birthmarks 32 years in.
I didn't know.
That's not a birthmark.
It must have been there my whole life, but I just
That's a death mark.
You know what it is when you're young, you don't look like for defects on your dick. Then we start getting old, you're like, I don't know. It definitely has been in some bad places.
You're like, oh, that's shit. It's a shit stain on your dick.
Some guy looks
your
over.
Your wife's like, where'd you get that?
Some guy looks over his shoulder. He's like, duh. No, but I went back in the living room. We were watching a movie. Actually, we were watching Hotel Transylvania, Part 1.
Okay.
It was when it first came out on DVD.
That's going to ruin that movie for some people, right?
He's over there. He's like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like freaking out. I'm talking like my heart was racing. And I told my wife, I was
Your
like... Your
wife's thinking you're saying just like blah, 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 right?
I told my wife, I was like, I need you to like look at something on my dick and just please tell me that it's like normal. Because, you know, she's like a medical professional.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, what are you And I was like, I don't know, there's something. It's like a... And I told her, she's like, yeah, that's always been there. And I was like, how do you know always? You've only known me for like 4 years.
Yeah.
She's like, it's all, and then I started thinking like, maybe I do remember it. But I had a complete, like, I didn't know what was happening. Mm-hmm. There was like this part that was just a slight, like the size of, like, I mean, like when you bite a piece of your fingernail off, that big. That was like a dark.
It's weird talking about your mouth and your dick at the same time.
I was trying to think of what's that small. Like, I was like...
Anyway,
it's like a chip. It's like a pretty good chip crumb of different. My dick is very dark complected compared to the rest of my skin, like way darker. Is yours?
I mean, no.
Yeah, mine's real dark.
You got a black guy's dick?
Yeah, no.
You got a black baby's dick?
I would say like the tone that my face is. In
it
the
was
middle
switched
of
at birth. They sewed it on. That's why it never grew.
It would have worked out great if it would have grew. I'm just some white dude with just a fucking 12-inch dick, dark black.
Anyways, all right. So welcome to 2020.
Yeah, this is our first one of the year.
Although, you can't welcome somebody to something unless someone's just now getting here. Right? I mean, how does that work? We all got here at the same time.
Yeah, we can't. I mean, if you're in a different state,
I guess like other time zones.
But
right?
But our Christmas episode, did it come out before the new year?
Huh?
Did our Christmas episode, our last episode, come out before 2020?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it came out.
So this is the first episode of 2020 for the listeners too.
Yeah, I mean they may not. Yeah, but anyways, so one thing I wanted to talk about today was. All right, I know like 20 years ago, that's what a lot of people are starting to talk about is when the Y2K started, happening or whatever, and people were all like freaking out saying the computers are going to end up shutting down and going back to 1900 and
I definitely
nukes are going to just automatically send off.
Airplanes are going to fall from the sky. I was so happy with anticipation of Y2K.
I was, 13, right?
I was 16 when it happened.
Oh.
Yeah, I turned 17 in 2000, so I was 16.
Well, anyways, so I was that little, and I was like, yes.
Yeah, I know.
I was very, very young, and I was thinking, like, I remember, like, me and a cousin were like, gonna stay up, and she's like, yeah, let's stay up. She's a little bit younger than me. She couldn't do it.
She's a dork.
And I was just like, I wanted to see, like, the lights come off, and people were like, ah.
Yeah, you just look
like,
outside,
freaking out,
like, car upside down on fire.
I saw a thing on the other day. It made me think about it, because I was like, oh, yeah, that was 20 years ago. And it was saying, it was like a documentary, and I should have fucking recorded it, but it was talking about how all these people were like going and stocking up and thinking.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
There was like, I remember it was this guy that it was after, it was like 2000, it was like in April or something like that. And he's like, well, it's supposed to set in like 6 months after. That's when all of a sudden.
That's not.
Yeah, and they fixed the glitch. You know what I mean?
It was a real thing.
Yeah.
And it did cause problems, too.
Yeah.
Just not like, we were thinking it was going to be like, You know, you're walking around with a fucking torch.
Yeah.
You know, you got like a headband and paint on your face. I was hoping for that. I remember I had planned.
Look, a plane fell out of the sky. It just took him a year. Right? It took a year and 9 months and 11 days. Right? It's some, you know, another one.
Dude,
see? He's like, I told you. Right?
If the fucking terrorists would have did 9/11 at New Year's Eve at midnight, that would have been fucking... Dude, people would have been like, dude, the end is nigh. Like, it's over. People would just start like... Somebody's just fucking their neighbor and their wife. They don't care if their wife knows. They're like, fuck it, the world's ending anyway.
Stupid fucking terrorists, you know?
Their timing was terrible.
Yeah.
Why September? I wonder if they sat down and figured, they're like, all right, September 11th. And there was a reason.
Terrible.
Yeah. Terroristable? I mean, they're bad people, whatever. But they should have picked a date. Okay, so let's say they did it on Christmas. It would fuck Christmas forever for Americans. Or if they would have done it, or whatever. But they did it on just it's like Tuesday. Tuesday is the most blah day. Why Tuesday? They could have done it on Friday night when everybody's out having fun. I guess they wanted it when people were at work. But
they just all like, it's an empty building. That'll really hurt them. Right?
Maybe that's why they didn't do it at Christmas. They might be smarter than me.
Wow.
Then they would have just killed Jews.
Do you think there's protocols now where there's like parachutes on the higher levels?
I heard, either you've asked me that before, or I've heard like legitimately that's a thing, that there's parachutes on tops of buildings.
You know, old movies had that little old buildings had that little like tunnel from the top, one of the top floors, where you like go in and it's like a chute all the way to the bottom. Think about that
for
shit,
like garbage,
right? It's like woo, right?
Yeah, you go down and it was so much fun. You go back in the burning building,
going back up.
Like, I got a fast pass.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but
one of the firemen is your escort.
And then there's like those things they did for firemen. It's like when everybody was screaming running the other way, this guy was running into the building, but they don't know it was just for a fun ride. It's like, I'm not a hero or anything. I pushed a baby out of the way because I wanted to get front in line. Because that would be fun. Because I remember when we used to go to that water park.
It was like, how many? It was like 182 floors or something like that.
Oh, is that many? I don't know.
What? It's like fucking huge.
If you told me to guess before you said that, I was going to say like 60.
Like one of them was like 182, the other one's 181 or something like that.
What are they both now?
Huh? Really?
Have you been? You've never been there, but have you seen pictures? What is there now?
It's some kind of a building, like a monument of the two, but it is something else too, I think.
It's
not just like a, hey, look at that, it's a cool building. Like it is a function, like it has its own, I guess. I don't know. I'm not going to fucking New York, you know?
Well, I knew you hadn't been, but I thought maybe... I really don't know what they put there.
Yeah, I remember them talking about like what they were going to do, and then I saw pictures of it, and it looks similar, but you know how concepts are always way cooler.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh yeah, look at this, it's going to be a flying car, and you know what I'm getting, and it looks like Tesla's truck thing, right? It looks like every kid's drawing of a vehicle ever.
It really does. I've drawn Tesla's truck.
It's funny because did you see his concept of it?
Yeah.
It was like curved. It looks like a fucking badass looking truck, right? Not like Chevys and Fords and whatever's, but I mean, like it looked like his own version of like a cool, truck. And then it came out and it's like square. It's like, are you fucking joking?
It looks like you could like cut yourself on parts of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, all right, you put a fucking car in space with like a little like dummy in it and all that, like. You do things because you have the... Is this one of those things?
The car in space thing, it's like kind of cool they did that, but it's also like, I mean, I don't know. Didn't they do that with Sputnik in the 50s?
There's just like debris up there.
It's not that... like, there's just a car in space. Cool.
There's
like, it doesn't affect my life.
Debris up there. I mean, it's just
you
when
ever
they
see
burn
the map?
them down.
It's like we're just surrounded by, like, space trash or whatever.
Oh, yeah. I've seen... Because, like, what you always see... Like pictures of it and it's all like clean, nice and all that. That's not real, no. It's just like fucking junk up there. It's like satellites and shit.
Yeah, it's satellites, old shit. Because like and then sometimes like a piece just, like a bolt just falls down and hits you in the fucking head.
Go straight through you.
I mean, I'm not a whole, but like a big
It'll
piece.
be on fire and,
but still, a fiery bolt coming at you?
That's what people are like, oh, look, it's a shooting star. No, that's junk burning up, coming in.
That's just commie trash from the 60s.
Coming in through the atmosphere that's finally just caught its way.
Yeah,
and you're wishing on it. You know what? You should wish it doesn't hit you.
Because I feel like there's going to become a reckoning. It's like one day it's just like, you know the scene on Independence Day when all the little rocks are starting to hit? One day it's just going to be that of just like stuff
the guy's
with Russian,
walking his dog and it's attacking the...
Yeah, stuff with like Russian and American flags just falling out of the sky. Just they think it's a Russian bomb, but no, it's just, like I said, it's just like Sputnik or something. Some old-ass satellite.
They're going to get like an oil field guy like to go and like help?
I hope they call me.
Right.
I don't really have the training or anything, but I mean, I would love to go up there and drill for oil on a, what's it called? Asteroid or meteorite?
Drill for oil.
Or whatever. Dude, you know, did you ever go to the, like, Natural Bridge Cavern?
No.
It's like it's like a state park thing, but it's a cave.
No, I've never been anything like that.
Oh, well, you should take your kids. I think they would probably like it, but I thought of it because I said meteorite, and it made me... So, you know stalactites or stalagmites?
Yeah, it's coming from the floor or going...
I don't know which is which, but they're like spikes on the floor and spikes on the ceiling.
It's like from drops coming from the ground that it's sediment hitting on the bottom that builds up, and then it's also on the top. It's
pretty cool
down
to see. So, when I was a kid, I was probably like 11 or 12, we went there for a field trip. And I remember being like, not embarrassed, but like that... we were supposed to wear our school shirt, but my parents hadn't bought me one. So there's all these pictures of everybody with their school shirt on, and I'm in the back with just some fucking dollar store shit. I remember it sucked, and everybody brought lunch and snacks and stuff, and I didn't have any, so like my friend would give me lunch. Anyway, that's not the point of the story. So we went there, and you could buy in the gift shop fool's gold. Which you're a real fool because you're like buying it. Like literally, they're selling you something they call fool's gold. But it is cool. It looks like gold. It's real sparkly and pretty. And they would sell you little pieces of it.
What is the exchange rate on this?
Yeah.
They're like, not like real gold. Right?
Yeah.
It's actually more.
Yeah. Because you buy like for $1, you get like a good like 7 or 8 ounces of it. 7 or 8 ounces of actual gold is worth like $40,000 or $100,000. Anyway, so I stole some fool's gold. So, because you know how like when you go to the zoo, how they have that little gift shop?
Think people got like arrested?
I know.
You
It would
got
have been
arrested
an embarrassing
for
mark
fool's
on
gold?
I know. It would have been an embarrassing mark on my record.
It shows up in the paper, like you're handcuffed.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like jewel thief, right?
It's like
fool's gold jewel thief.
I get charged with a felony for a theft of over $1,000, and they're like, "What was he hauling in a dump truck?" That shit is fucking worthless. It's not worth anything. But no, I stole because all my friends had money, you know, and they're like, "Oh, I got fool's gold, or I got this or that." So I was just like snatching fool's gold and put it in my pocket. Yeah, I didn't think it at the time, but getting caught would have been embarrassing. So anyway. So we're in the cave, and it's pretty fucking crazy now that I think of it, that all these kids and like one of our parents, like 2 teachers, and then like the guide, there's just all these kids in a fucking cave. And there's just one part where he's like, this is called the whatever bottomless pit. And he's like, it's not actually bottomless, like, but we don't know how deep it is. Like they showed pictures, dudes had went down there like on little ropes, like rappel, like as far as how many ropes they had and never saw anything. No bottom. So we were like throwing stuff off. But I was thinking like, I could just throw like Jimmy off.
He let y'all throw stuff down there?
Yeah. I think if I remember, they had.
You grabbed one of the other students? I don't know. Right?
But I'm saying though, like there's not.
You see a security guard coming, so you throw your full gold. Get rid of the evidence.
But what I'm thinking of.
And on the bus, you just steal one of the rich kids.
Yeah, I stole some. They're probably giving it away. They're like, I don't know. I mean,
we have real gold at home.
That's what it was when you were a kid. With your friends that had just a decent life, you thought they were rich. You go to their house, and you're like, whoa, and it's just a house like yours. Like it's just a house.
Yeah.
But you know, it's not Section 8.
Where are the wheels?
Where's the drunk uncle that sleeps on the side of the road?
When they rolled it here, where did they split it?
You're looking up at the ceiling right in the middle of the house, like, where's the seam? This has got to be a double wide, right?
It feels good in here, but there's no air conditioners in the windows.
Dude, I can remember legitimately having, like, you go to somebody's house and they had, like, central air and just being like, this is fucking amazing. It was like you took me from, like, the 1700s and showed me central air. I was like, it's cold even when you're not right in front of the vent. Like, this is nice. Like, you must sleep like a fucking baby.
Where are all y'all's fans, right?
Yeah, because remember
we circulate all the...
you used to have, you open the window, put the box fan in the window.
Yeah.
So, and that's nice. If that's what you have, and you don't have a friend with central air, and that's all you have, you're like, man, I'm glad the fans are on. It's nice. Then you go to your friend's house, and you're in there, and you're just like, you're wearing a parka, and they're like, dude, we got it set on 76.
Yeah, and then he's like, hey, let's go stay at your house tomorrow. You're like, you don't want to, right? Let's go buy fool's gold, man.
Yeah, you don't want no part of that. So anyway, I was thinking, as I'm grown now, I'm like, if one of us would have thrown another kid over, the kid is just gone. Mm-hmm. It would be like presumed dead. We don't know if he's hit yet. You know what I mean? Because we would throw, like, they give you, like, you could throw like little pebbles and shit, and you would hear like hear them hitting the sides, because it was like a narrow hole, kind of. Maybe this car would fit down it. So it was like, and then you just never hear it hit the bottom. And I remember thinking, like, there's like a rail. It's probably different now. This was like in the mid 90s, but there was just like a rail,
I've seen pictures, because we're going to the Carlsbad Caverns in March, and I saw
in New Mexico.
Yeah. I saw like pictures of it, and it's just like a little like rope fence.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I have little kids going with me.
I would not let go of their hands.
I'm gonna have like ropes tied to them to me, and they're gonna go down, and I'm gonna go down with them. You're gonna hear us.
It's so deep, you just die of old age falling. You
like when you're yelling and then you stop yelling. Yeah, right? That's on the movie, I think.
And then you stop and take a breath or whatever.
But anyways,
but the whole point of the stuff.
Okay, please.
Stalagmites or whatever.
Yeah.
So we're walking in the cave, and they're like, "These are stalagmites and these are stalactites." And like I said, I still don't know which are which.
Okay.
But they were like, these are like some kind of like phenomenon or however it works, and they're like, the important thing to remember is do not touch them, because they'll stop growing. So of course, I'm just dragging. I'm like I just scored the game-winning touchdown, and they are fans' hands. I'm just high-fiving everyone I run by. I'm trying to jump and reach other ones.
They know those are probably all touched.
I'm talking, I was making certain. I was like jerking them off. I wanted to make sure that I killed them. And I don't know why. I didn't want them to keep going. If they would have said...
That guy's probably still going today. He's like, no one understands why they stopped. He's like, I'm telling you, everyone in the fucking room doesn't do it anymore. He's like, they all stopped about 15 years ago.
The last footage we have when they were growing, it's this kid with bulging pockets just giving hand jobs to all the stalags. Because I was just like rubbing my hand. I was like, this one ain't growing, that one ain't. I would like reach over a fence where you can barely reach them. I would like, my friend, I would like hold him up so he could reach a high one. I don't know why. Like, I can't, like, it's just that rebellious, like, instinct of, oh, they said don't touch them. That means touch them.
So it gets like your oil on the hand and then on it, and then like it doesn't catch the little sediment or something.
I guess it's
Were they like wet?
Oh yeah, they're wet. And
it's dripping from the ceiling.
It's constant drip.
It's dripping down a stalag something onto the other stalag.
Yeah, stalag to stalag.
Yeah.
It's kind of like homoerotic. Two like long pointy things
getting closer together,
and wet stuff coming off of one and going on the other. And they're like, don't touch it. It's yeah, I mean, I guess it's gayer that I was touching them, but
yeah, especially you're jerking them
off. I specifically remember rubbing my like ass on one. Like, I was like, hi, look at this. Like, I was just getting laughs, you know what I mean? I was like, hey, look. And everybody's like, dude, come on. Like, my friends, other little kids were like, they're not going to grow now. And I was like, the fuck do we care? It's a cave.
You're like, I'll never be back. Yeah. Now you're going to go, and they're like, sorry, we've shut down the building. They all melted or something.
They're like, we hate to be like... racist or whatever, but no, we don't let white trash in here anymore. That went terrible. We can't. All of our fool's gold's gone, and the stalagmites are dead.
What if you go in there and your son's doing the same thing?
Yeah, I'm like, yes. I think though, like, isn't that what you do? I mean, is that just me? Well, they say don't touch them because it's really bad. What do? You touch them.
You feel like you have to, yeah.
They should have said don't touch them. They're poisonous or something. I still would have touched them, I guess. But
they should have said, like, all right, you can touch this one. So
they did. They had one you could touch.
Oh, they had one? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, see, feel it. It's wet. And I was like, I don't know.
Like, no, don't touch any others. You're like, are they all feeling that way? Yeah. You're like, I want to know. I was like, try this. You're like, I jerked off all of them.
Yeah. I got cave jizz all over me. But there was one place, I think I've told you about it before, maybe, but there's a place where all of a sudden they're like, all right, everybody come close together. And, like, I think we had to, like, hold hands or something, like, to make sure nobody wandered off. And they turned off the inside lights. And it's absolute darkness.
Oh, you've told me, yeah.
Yeah, where, like I said, you can, like, sit there and, like, put your fingertip up to your eyeball.
You're like, that's when I really got to rub them down.
They turn the lights back on, and I'm fucking double fisting a stalagmite.
The juice coming from the top one, you got your tongue out.
I'm licking it.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, this one stalag might not work anymore.
Oh.
But this one was stalag.
All right, well, anyways, talking about caves, right? Trump.
He's in a cave?
Blowing up that guy.
Oh, he blew up like an Iranian general?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not like he blew the guy up. Trump's out there, he's like, cut the red wire. You know what I mean? It's not like he blew him up. He's the president, so everything that the military does is he's the top of the chain. But, yeah. When people are like, Trump blew up Iran, and it's like, did he? Or is he a fat guy? He's like a fat guy. He's like, I'm going to put these bombs. You know, it's like, no, you didn't. It's like, yeah, they blew shit up.
But it's going to end up causing,
World War III?
A possible war.
I'm fine with World War III as long as it doesn't last until my kid's 18. I don't want him in it. I'm too old for him.
Did you hear about a possible draft? Because they said it's going to be a ground war. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, shit.
They ain't drafting us.
Yeah,
they're like, quick, we need two fat guys that are somewhat funny.
We're over there recording.
Yeah. They're like, hey guys, there's a lot of stalagmites here. I'm gonna be busy.
Isn't it tight?
Yeah, they're not gonna draft us, but we both have sons that, for you, it's 10, 11 years away for him to be 18.
Yeah.
Which it's not unrealistic to think that a war would last 10 or 11 years since we're still in the one we started because of 9/11.
Yeah.
You were a little kid when that happened. We're still involved in those wars. You know?
Yeah, it's all oil shit. Yeah.
Well, it's always... all wars are just... We need to be in war. Our economy is based
Why'd
on
they
war.
blow that guy up, though?
Because he was bad.
Yeah, but I mean, like...
He cheated on his taxes.
Trump's like,
he forgot to take the trash out.
Trump's like, God damn it, that's why we blew him up?
Yeah. No, he
Wesley Snipes is hiding now.
He's like, this is bad.
It's a lot of famous people that wouldn't be.
He was, I don't know. I've read up a little bit on it. He was just, did bad stuff, I guess. There's a lot of bad people, though. We can't blow up all the bad people.
Yeah.
The world will be boring. Everybody's just like, oh, thank you. Everybody holding doors and shit. Like, we need the bads. But, no, I don't know what he did. I mean, I don't keep up with that shit. I don't care what he did. Also, I don't care that he's dead. If that makes any sense. If they wouldn't have killed him, I'd be fine. Since they killed him, I'm fine with that, too.
I don't even know who it is. It's just, when I heard
I feel like he probably has a white towel thing on his head. I mean,
Not anymore. Probably red.
Yeah.
If it's still there even near him, it's probably red.
But did they drone strike them? Drone struck him?
That's all it ever is anymore.
So why are they drafting us?
Because they're like, we need Marines. Why? Well, I mean, they go over there, and if we need them, they'll go over there.
Yeah.
We need the Navy. Why? Well, they can work on the boats.
I mean, the Navy...
So we can transport the Marines if we need them.
If your kid's like, I want to be in the military, make him be in the Navy, because the last time we fought, people that had boats was the 40s.
So who flies the drones?
Like nerds.
No, I mean, what branch? I know that.
I don't know. Air Force, I guess.
Yeah, I would think it would be them.
But I know that it's they're just in Nevada, in a little building, playing Xbox type shit.
Yeah.
They might think they're playing Xbox.
There's
man, the new Call of Duty kind of sucks.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like MREs, but then it's like...
It's MRE. It's MRE Totino's. Pizza Bites.
Oh, shit.
It's instead of just add water, it's just add Mom. Your mom has to eat them up.
Oh, shit.
But it is, from what I understand, it really is.
Bean bags or something. I don't know if people still use bean bags. Those little, rocking chair things that don't have legs that gamers always have.
Oh, yeah, the controllers. There's, controllers built on the arms.
What are those controllers for?
I don't think those...
I think it's a computer program, so they can,
if you
do
like
that
playing
stuff.
Video games that much, you need to back off. You have an issue.
I've heard, gamers talk, before, and they're in there, talking, and I say something. They don't even pay attention to me because I don't do computer gaming.
Oh yeah, because
if you're not a computer gamer, you're not a gamer. That's how they see that.
Because that's real. Like computer games are so much more accurate, like with aiming and stuff.
Yeah.
That when you play like console games, they're like, come on, man.
And the downloadable stuff. I mean, and the like the what's it called, like lag time and all that.
Yeah.
Like there's none.
Well, one of my nephews one time was like, he's like a big time dork, and he plays video games all the time. And he was doing something. I was like, what are you doing? He's like, I don't know. And he's like, I really wish I could just game. And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, I feel like you're not like conjugating that right. What do you mean you want to game? There's a word missing. Yeah. He's like, oh, I'm a gamer and I like to be gaming. And I was like, dude, you just used 3 forms of the word game that all make me want to puke. You know what I mean? Play the game.
I work with somebody that's like that.
He games.
He works the evening shift so he can stay up all night, and then he sleeps all day, every single day. That's just how he does it.
Does he hook up with chicks?
No, I doubt it. He hooks up with dudes online, maybe chicks online. I mean, you know.
Yeah, but he's like, this girl's awesome. We're like, oh really? What does she look like? He's like, doesn't matter. She's great with a whatever Claymore mine or something.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
I don't think he plays games like that. I mean,
what do kids
really
play? Like,
know.
what does Fortnite look like?
I don't know.
I've heard it so much.
I know.
My son plays it, but not like the video game. He like runs around with the house with a gun, and he says he's playing Fortnite, but he doesn't even know what Fortnite looks like.
Yeah.
He's just heard it and knows it's gun.
There's just like characters, and it's online. They just run around and do anything.
Kill people.
I don't know. My son was talking about it, but I'm like, no, because it's like everybody's on it, and I don't want any kind of, you know.
No, some 35-year-old's like playing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's weird.
Even if he just wants to play Fortnite, that's weird that a 35-year-old wants to play Fortnite with your 7-year-old son.
Yeah.
No matter, even if he has no other intentions.
Yeah, because he's like, where do you live?
Yeah.
You know, and my son's like, we live in, you know, and I'm like, what are you fucking doing? Yeah. He already plays some online game, but it is for kids. I mean, doesn't mean there's just kids on there.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's like kids from his school, and he like hangs out with them. And sometimes I'm like, I don't think he should be on there, man.
Yeah. No.
Somebody else could be in your little group that's not that, and they're listening to y'all.
Yeah, and it's odd. Like when you're 7, you shouldn't, except for your teachers and parents, you shouldn't ever really communicate with adults. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know but the whole games and gamers, it's like we used to play a lot of games all the time and stuff, but it wasn't part of our identity. Somebody's like, what do you do? I'm like, I'm a gamer. I would never, you know what I mean? That wouldn't be the first thing that I thought of upon like request of what I do. But yeah, I don't know. I had to make fun of my nephew when he said he wants to game, and now my son just calls that guy a nerd. He's like, he's a nerd. He's like, people that play video games all day are nerds. But then your daughter likes a game that Colin started playing, and now he kind of likes it. Tom.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
He's like, I want to play Tom. And I'm like, dude, you can play Tom.
You don't play Tom, you just fucking talk to it.
I know,
But anyways, like what I was saying about the war, we'll stop talking about kids again. What if, like, it really goes to one, you know what I mean? Like I don't mean like a war like it was, you know, like 18 years ago, 19 years ago, when like all that started.
You mean like
that didn't seem like war, like you hear about war in the history. I'm talking about like here in the history, like, you know, it's not that kind of day though. You know what I mean? It's not that kind of time now. There's so much going on.
There aren't.
And social media and all that.
You're not going to have like 2 forces of 100,000 men meet on a battlefield like what they used to have. We're not going to have ancient war. But it's not going to be like a Greek phalanx going.
No, but even like Vietnam, though, you're not going to see anything like that either, really, right?
You could. I mean, I think what would happen is...
No, but it's not a forest over there.
Yeah, there's no trees.
Right?
No, what you would have would be...
Or Charlies.
No, there's definitely no Charlies.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ch sounds, though, it seems like. It seems like, right? What are their names over there? Al-Basheen or something?
Yeah.
But I think what it would be, like, worst case scenario, would be that things escalate and then we send actual, like, troops over there, and it's like they got guns and they start shooting fucking, you know, Iranians, and then they retaliate. I think worst case scenario is, like, nukes get involved. Because I'm pretty sure Iran is, like, at least trying to be nuked. And then, of course, if China backs Iran, then we're fucked. Because Russia and China and Iran.
That's what some people have been talking about, is that that Trump's like pissed off certain groups, and then it's all like, you know, the Russians, and then it's like Koreans, you know, and it's like so and so, and it's just they end up being like, oh, okay, I guess we'll deal with them, right? It's all will.
Yeah.
Well, they're all like, you know what, we're fed up with this guy, you know, his fucking tweets, you know what I mean? No, but I mean, they're like, we're fed up with this guy, and then now he's picking on these guys, you know.
The problem is, though, what it always boils back to is that we are the most heavily armed nation that has ever existed. So when it all comes, it'd be like if you tell your friend, you tell your son, you're like, you got to stand up to the bully. He's like, Dad, I'm 7. The bully is 6'5", 240 pounds. He's like, I literally cannot beat him.
You're like, get on a ladder. Right?
But that's what it is for them. They can do whatever they do, but if it came down to like a what do you call it? Total war, like World War II type of war. There's no chance.
But
not to say that it wouldn't be terrible and a lot of people wouldn't die. Nobody thinks they could win a war, a full scale like total war against the United States.
But if they all band against us,
yeah, it'd be bad. I mean, if they invade here, it's gonna be like hiding under the house.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, just because, like, let's say I have a lot of guns in my house, way more than anybody else in the neighborhood. But if the rest of the neighborhood all got together, not only do they have more guns than me, they have more people now, and they're all around me.
Yeah, I get what you said, but what I'm saying is, like, there's buttons that can be pushed, and there's no longer a place called Iran.
Like, look at Mexico.
There's no button you can push that there's no longer a place called America. I guess there are a bunch, but we have, like, defense mechanism stuff. There's literally, like, a button that our military can push, and a place just disappears.
Yeah.
I don't think that's good.
There's probably a button that everything else disappears.
I mean...
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that's the thing.
Just United States is left, like Canada's gone, Mexico's gone, right?
Kept Canada. It's nice. You go up there in the summer.
Yeah.
But that was the whole thing with when the Cold War with Russia and stuff. It was called mutually assured destruction. They knew that if they sent missiles, that we would retaliate, and both sides would send all their missiles, and the world would end. And that's why nobody ever tried.
The world wouldn't end, just people would.
Yeah, that's the George Carlin thing, remember?
Yeah.
Because somebody said that the other day. They're like, you're killing... Oh, remember we talked about that little girl that's like, you're killing the planet. And she's from, like, Sweden or whatever. And it's like, the planet's fine. That's what George... He's like, the people are fucked. The planet will be fine. But no, that's what mutually assured destruction. So, and that was with a country that was close to us in arms. Iran, I mean, you know what that looks like? It's Syria, though, and that's what worries me, because I saw a thing where Trump said Iran has never won a war, and so it's like, dude, you got to, like, pull the brakes back. You got to read history. Those are bad motherfuckers that have been at war for thousands of years. Like, it's a lot different than us. We're all over here with polo shirts on and, like, drinking latte. And
like, oh, man, Netflix is lagging. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, why is it buffering?
Yeah.
Right?
You're talking about some fucking I'm
trying to finish this season tonight.
The world over there, those people have been at war forever.
Where they're over there, like, fucking brushing their camel and stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I mean,
I don't think they brush their camels.
No, those camels look kind of knotted up. But those people, like, they talk about those people being at war in the Bible. You know what I mean? Like, you're talking about ancient, like, the United States is like, hey, guy, like, maybe the biggest and strongest, but our country's only been there for like 260 years or something.
That guy was bad, but why did they bomb him? Like, why all of a sudden they're like, hey, let's just bomb him? You know what I mean?
He did something. I don't remember.
Like, recently?
Yeah. I don't keep up.
Did he tweet back to Trump? You know what I mean?
He's like, no, you're a loser. Oh, yeah? He pushes a button. The idea that there's just a button, that's crazy. He's just on his desk, and he's like, he reaches to get a pen while he's watching TV and accidentally hits the button.
There's papers all over his desk, and one's covering the button.
Yeah.
And there's a fly, right? It's flying around. He's got a fly swatter. Right? He just swings at it. And it's like, boom, this guy dies. Right?
Have you seen that commercial?
No. Oh, yeah.
I love that commercial.
Oh, yeah, where he's sitting there, he's trying to do the remote for the TV, but it's...
He's like some kind of evil mastermind or something.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, that's, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know what he did something bad. I think they, like, bombed a U.S. embassy or something. You know, he was fucking around. He's like, I was joking.
Like, killed people.
Oh, yeah. That dude is responsible.
Oh, so it's not like, oh, you tried to kill us, we're definitely going to kill you. It was like he killed some of our people, so we kill him.
I think that it was pretty, like it was a lot of people would agree that he needed to be taken out.
Is the United States like a no negotiating?
With terrorists?
Yeah.
With terrorists, they say they don't negotiate with terrorists.
So let's say if like one of them happened to get Trump, right? The terrorist is like, we got Trump, and he's like, no, you've got Trump, or whatever.
Yeah,
like
no, they
saying.
wouldn't. I don't think they would
And
negotiate.
they're all like, well, you can have him, you know?
Yeah.
They send a bomb and kill both of them.
You may do something privately, but the country as a whole, because it sets such a bad precedent. Mm-hmm. It's like where you work. If a customer comes in and they're like, this took too long, I want all my money back, and you feel bad for them and you do it, now there's a precedent. Now you give people all their money back when it takes too long. So it's like if somebody takes whatever, they do whatever as a terrorist, and they say, we demand, $1 billion, and you give them $1 billion, then it's like, hey, you know how to get $1 billion? Take something from them.
I know.
So I think that's why they don't do it. If somebody, I can't imagine the president of the United States getting kidnapped, though.
What if they took, it's on movies, though.
Yeah.
So what if they end up taking Trump, right? And Trump's over there, and like, it's like ISIS or whatever, right?
Wi-Fi sucks.
Right?
He's trying to tweet.
They're sitting over there, and they're like, all right, Mr. Trump, I'm just going to speak in English to make this easy, right? They're like, all right, Mr. Trump. They're like, they call him Mr. Trump, right? All right, Donald, right?
Yeah.
Don. Anyways, they're like, hey, we're going to make sure that they do this. We want so much money, whatever. And he's like, they're not going to do it. They're not going to whatever. Anyways, they're going to say, well, we've cut off other Americans' heads. And something's like, so you're no different. He's like, no, you know what's different about me? He's like, those other guys didn't have $7 freaking billion. And in the middle of it, they cut his head off.
I would like to think, because I'm not a fan of him or anything, but just because I would like to think he would go out like a champ.
Yeah.
I mean, you're 70-something years old. You're going to die soon anyway. If they're going to cut your head off, go out like a fucking badass. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, you got any last words? He's like, fuck you. Something badass like that. But no, he'd probably be crying and stuff. He's a rich guy from New York.
Yeah.
Being in a desert on his knees with an axe behind him is far from his
He's
door.
a con man. He's a business con man. So he'd probably, be trying to con his way out of it.
Yeah, like on...
Not on the movie. It's just that's how he would be doing.
What's the movie?
That's just how,
Yeah, but I don't think that there's any... I don't think that anybody that is an opponent of the United States is anywhere near capable of that. But of course, a lot of people didn't think anybody was capable of the 9/11 thing that happened.
Taking over an airplane? I mean,
that was so crazy, though.
Taking over so many airplanes in one day, all in the same morning.
It's like, dude, there's a bunch of buildings.
Planning that, planning that. Oh well, you can look on the internet to find out where a plane's going to go, and you can buy a ticket for it.
Well, right? Any plane flying.
And back then, you could get anything on a fucking plane, apparently.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, back then, there was just like, oh, wait, you got a ticket? Oh, you're free to go. Oh, let your family walk you all the way to the gate.
I know. Right? Movies can't do that anymore.
And you can't do that whole walking all the way to the gate and seeing them off. Yeah,
it used to be there were obviously restrictions on stuff. Like I said, when I was a kid, they pulled guns on us.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, you could go in there with... I mean, the fact...
Drinks, food,
But did they get on with box cutters that they knew they had?
What I'm guessing
they had in their ass or something?
I'm sure there was probably something in their shoes or in their belt or something, where it came apart to make one to one.
Imagine sitting on an airplane with something weird in your shoe, how uncomfortable that would be.
But think of it's like in the lining of your shoe.
Yeah, when they didn't have scanners and shit, it would probably be pretty easy.
They wore sandals though, right? I mean,
dude, I don't think they went in there I think they were just dressed.
Almost everyone wears some kind of easy, soft footwear on airplanes.
Especially when you know you're going to die in a few hours. You're like, I'm going out comfortable.
I mean, they always wear flip-flops anyways. Those fucking weird, nasty feet fucking shit that they all have.
People who live in the desert wear flip-flops.
Yeah, because it's so fucking hot. You don't want your feet...
No, but dude, people always wear,
the sand's all hot.
Even on the beach, flip-flops
Their feet
suck.
are, black on top from the sun.
You step in, kind of a soft spot of sand and your shoe comes loose, and you're like, Sandals suck on sand.
Yeah. That's all those shoebies. You make fun of them, right?
Yeah.
I'm a shoebie. I don't fucking care.
But if you lived in the desert, you would think you'd wear something. I mean, I don't even know what it would be, but it wouldn't be sandals.
Yeah.
You'd want something that covers Like, you don't want, like, sand gets up under the strap and it irritates. I mean, they wear, like those long, like, gowns and stuff. I don't know.
Gowns?
Yeah, you know how they dress. Like, the robes and stuff.
Think of that as... Oh, yeah. Very hot clothes.
Well, I guess because they got to keep the sun off of them.
Yeah, I guess so. But
also, there's going to be, like, a fatwa against us or whatever. Like an order to kill. We're like, they dress weird.
Yeah, I'm all like, there's a drone over there. And they have their own drones, you know?
Yeah, I'd like to see that drone.
It's like attached to a camel, I guess.
It's a flying carpet. There's a flying carpet coming over.
Oh, shit. There's a guy on there, right?
They're like, we're going to carpet bomb their whole town.
There's a guy on there with like a little flute-looking thing that's shooting little things at you. Oh, shit.
He's like, my first wish is that they die. Dude, a fucking flying carpet drone. I can't be the first person to make that. We drone strike flying carpet type people all the time. Somebody else has to. I hope somebody else has made that connection.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, if you see any flying carpets coming over, like, duck for cover, dude, because we just made fun of their garb.
That'd be terrifying.
Some people make fun of Muslims, like, hard, though. They're like, they all fuck goats and stuff like that. Look, I don't care if you fuck goats or not. Yeah, you always hear they fuck goats.
Goats?
I don't think they fuck. I mean, I'm not saying no, but I'm sure some Muslim has
you look at one, I'm sure, like, if you just look at one, you'd be sure that he's probably fucked a goat, right?
Well, you always...
They're very, very dirty-looking people.
Not only that, but what you see are, like, the Saudi prince and, like, high-up officials. Think about the fucking trash over there, what they must look like. Because when you see people...
They're owning stores.
Here. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, they own, like, a store or something over here.
I'll say this, though, and this isn't, like... This is the absolute truth. I saw this thing one time, it was, like, on Facebook, and it was, like, beauty from around the world, like, beautiful women from around the world.
Oh, yeah, they got some hot chicks.
I think, pound for pound... I used to say black, but I've changed it. Pound for pound, the hottest chicks are Middle Eastern women.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I like Mexican chicks, but...
Same thing. A camel, a chihuahua.
Yeah.
It's all the same shit. But no, really, though, Middle Eastern, like Israelis and Palestinian women are fucking... I don't know what it is. Maybe it's that, you know, they're a little crazy and they might blow your house up. Mm-hmm. But they are fucking... And then... oh, yeah, dude. I can't... Okay, this is like organically coming up. The other day, we were out of town for Christmas Eve. Mm-hmm. We were coming back. We stopped at Buc-ee's. It's like humongous store, right? There's like 10,000 people in there. Dude, I saw some fucking like these Muslim women, but with the thing like that covers their everything.
Oh shit!
I've never seen one of those people live before. If you're listening to this, you're like, I see them every day. Like down here. Like, you don't see them. They had, like the beekeeper suits. They had little slits.
All you see is their eye?
Yeah, barely, too, dude. Like, they're filled with vision.
You didn't see the ones at the, and they rode the rides?
Not with those on.
Yeah. We saw them at...
With the black thing that covers their whole body.
Yeah, they had clothes cover their whole body all the way down. Like, you don't even see feet.
Yeah.
When they walk, it just like looks like they're hovering.
I mean, you cannot see that it's...
No, but they had their eyes. Yeah, we saw some... I think it was when we all went. I guess that's the only time unless me and my wife went. But anyways, yeah, we saw them, and they were, like, riding rides.
What?
Yeah, I would think, like, the wind from...
If their thing falls off, it's like a big thing, right?
Yeah.
Because there was a...
Their head comes off afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. Or their clit. They like cutting clits off over there.
What?
Oh, you don't know about clit circumcision?
What?
Dude. Okay.
What is that, the new big thing? I don't want my wife having it. But she will if she doesn't listen.
Well, because that's the main source of sexual pleasure for women, right? Okay. So they take these young girls, dude, and they just like cut their clit off so that they won't. I guess so that they won't like be whores or whatever. Like, fuck. Oh, I mean, you talk about like that is savage. Like that is when I first like it's a common thing. Like I hear jokes about it a lot, but when I first heard that, I was like, wait, what? Like I've had some pretty like crazy dark thoughts and shit. It's like it would never even occur. Like first of all, it's such a on most women, you would almost have to file it off. It's not something you can like. You'd have to like dig it out because it's not. But yeah, they.
Oh my god!
It happens I'm not saying that's
let's bomb them all.
No. Right? I'm not saying that's a Muslim thing. I think
all the dudes.
I think it might happen there sometimes, but I always hear about it associated with Africa, which there's like Muslim people in there, but yeah, they just like.
Let's bomb them too. Fuck them, right?
I mean,
and then we'll get the diamonds easily.
And then we get all the really hot girls that
the diamonds
don't like sex.
No more blood diamonds. I mean, shit.
Yeah, no more blood diamonds.
That'll be the ultimate blood diamond.
Yeah, right? Yeah. But so anyway, so we're at the store, and my wife and my son went to the bathroom, and I was like standing next to the exit of the bathroom waiting on them, and it's always. You always feel like some like a creep or like you're stealing or something. Everybody's looking, he's like, "What's this guy doing?" I'm just standing there by the women's bathroom, you know. But this guy came. This is a normal looking dude.
Like, what are you like a peeping tom? You're like, my name's Jeremy.
No, the ladies were peeping. They were like a little slit. They were looking through. So I was standing there, and this dude come, and I see him, and I see his ladies with him with the things over their heads, but their backs turned. So I thought maybe they just had their hair covered like you normally do. And he's just like a normal looking dude. He's dressed like jeans and a fucking button-up shirt. He's like Middle Eastern.
Sandals.
I'm almost positive. No, there's nothing weird like that.
Oh.
He had on like shoes and stuff. So, and then I see the ladies turn and like straight up, dude. One of them I'm pretty sure was like pretty young too, dude. I mean, she was like real short, like maybe 5 feet tall, probably not. And then the other one was like, more like 5.
How do you think they get on airplanes? How other people?
Who wants to sit by those bitches?
Yeah.
You're just patting them down like, is there any? But I was just imagining, I bet they're hot. I was thinking that. I was trying to look at their eyes and gauge it, because I mean, you can't even see their whole eyes.
Yeah, I'm sure there's no fucking airflow.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they smell.
Oh god,
their pussy just smells like camel spit. I mean,
yeah, that's why they fuck goats.
Yeah. You gotta cut their clit off. You have to put a clothespin on your nose to do it. But no, dude, I'm talking like I was imagining, and I kept thinking like they would turn a certain way or the door would open, and I was like, I wanted their little dress thing to blow against them so I could get an idea of their body shape.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, and then in the middle of all this, I was thinking like, okay, I get it. Like they don't want you checking out and like seeing how hot their women are, and they do a good job of covering it.
Yeah.
Like I'm really trying, but yeah,
Yeah, we don't. We let them wear hardly anything to the beach. You know what I mean?
They were like, I don't know why she got.
Like, hey, we're all gonna go where everyone's gonna be naked. Come look at my girl. They're like, you're not gonna look at my girl. Only I can. Maybe. You are just like, don't even think about it when your wife wears something to the beach that just covers her actual vagina, just covers it, nothing else really, and like is. Her nipples at a little bit more. And you're just like, yeah, we're just at the beach. You don't think nothing of it. Mm-hmm. That guy's wife, if like a piece of her hair had came out of her eye slit, he might have to cut her head off. Yeah.
He's like, I might. He's like, I'm not saying
I need a new wife. Right?
Yeah. And a knife sharpener. But, yeah, so, I don't know. I mean, it weirded me out.
That's horrible.
It weirded me out to see it because it straight up, there's a lot of people, especially like liberal types, that say, like, you can't, if you talk bad about Muslims, it's because you're racist or something like that. And it's like, no. What I don't like about what I saw, I'm not saying all Muslims, what I don't like about what I saw is that was clearly treating women like shit.
Yeah.
Those women can't express herself in any way.
A little girl, and you're going to cut that off so she won't be a whore.
Oh, that, yeah.
Not that she is a whore and you're going to, like, punish her because she's being one. Yeah. It's like, well, I don't want her to one day maybe be one. You know?
All you're doing is making it, she's like, I'm just going to have to do it in the ass. Maybe that'll feel good.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. Some women have orgasms from just penetration. Mm. I always thought that was just because if you're fat and then you're like rubbing, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You're still hitting it. But I guess some women just like the feel of the dick going in. Or not like it, but that's where, you know what I mean? I know nothing about vaginas. They signed me up. They're like, all right, you're going to be the clit cutter today. I'm like, I'm on their toes. I'm looking at them like, where do
You're like, which one, the left or the right? Like, that's nipples.
But get them to while you're there.
You cut the tip off of her nose.
There's still a lot left.
And they're like, well, we cover that too. Right?
But, you know, when I saw that one, I just kept thinking, like, I wonder... Because it looked like... but it was weird. There was, if I'm not mistaken, there was also a girl there not wearing it with them. A young girl, but not like a little kid, but like a I don't know, like 12, 13-ish.
Teenager.
Like, about the size of the other one that had the black thing on her head. And I was like, I don't get it.
Maybe it's like...
Is it when you're married you have to wear that, maybe? Maybe she's just a short... But you could, like...
The other one's young like a kid, though.
The one that didn't have it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a kid, yeah. Maybe early teens, maybe not.
That's weird. Well, if anybody knows anything about this and wants to enlighten us, I know
if anybody's listening to this...
Well, I know we can look it up on Google, but you know how many fucking things we talk about, and then we say, oh, we could look at Google, or we probably should before we talk about them?
Yeah.
We don't. And...
No.
If we have said something wrong in this, which I wouldn't put it past
I'm
this.
certain that we have.
I mean, if you ever listen to the Pinata one, I'm sure we said something wrong on that one.
Yeah.
But
this is my thing is though, I'm for one thing, if you don't know this about me, I'm real into history and like ancient history especially. And a lot of that shit in where we call the Middle East now, like I like the history of that place and even the current stuff, it's like interesting to me. I don't have any kind of like hatred of Muslims, and I think it's partially because I'm not religious. So I don't see them as like they're not like they don't love Jesus, I hate them. Like I don't have any of that shit.
Yeah.
But I make fun of them like I make fun of everybody else. But
they hate us like they do the Jesus-loving people?
Me and you?
Yeah.
I mean, we're infidels. Like, you're an infidel no matter what. But we're an infidel to them and to the Jesus people.
So they would hate us more? Because we don't believe in anything?
No, we're the same. Not believing in religion...
I'm going to be mad at them because they're going to put me in the same boat as these fucking Bible thumpers.
Well, it's the way religion works. The Jews are the same way. Everybody that's not a Jew is... I think they call it, like, Goyim or something. Something like that.
So they want to kill us?
Well, the Jews aren't like... They're not killing anymore. Back in the day.
Are. And it's on stage.
Yeah, I know. Look at Ari Shafir. So, no, but the Muslims... All it is, the reason that their religion seems to be so violent is because it's younger. Christianity was super violent a few hundred years into it. Judaism was super violent for a couple of thousand years into it. The Prophet Muhammad or whatever started doing his thing and like created that religion only like 1,400 years ago. It's not as old as Christianity or any of the other ones.
So, like Scientology...
They're going to get violent in a couple hundred years?
In a couple thousand years?
Well, I guess they are violent, apparently. They're not blowing up buildings, but... Yeah, like one lady that was like the ex-wife of one of the leaders of it is like missing or something, and nobody knows where she is, and they ask, and they're like, like, my lips are sealed. I don't know. Scientology is I don't... It's weird.
They like, if you... Because I know, like, a lot of the people in that are actors, right?
Yeah, well, I mean...
Rich people...
The people you know about in it, or... Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if, like, Tom Cruise is still in it.
Oh, yeah.
Because, all right, he was on a movie recently, I think it came out like 2 years ago, or 2017, American Made.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? And there's a scene in it where he's about to fly an airplane, and the runway's not long enough. Mm-hmm. And I've seen it like 3 times, that's why I know this so well. Yeah. Anyways, he doesn't think he's going to be able to clear it. Well, this guy gives him his, like, cross necklace, saying, like, you know, good luck. You know, it's always done good for him.
Like he's Catholic or something.
Yeah, so he ends up, I don't need that. And he's like, well, hold on. And he gets it, and he puts it around, like, the little steering wheel or whatever. Mm. And then, like, he ends up, like, kissing it or whatever, you know, and, like, whatever. So I was just like, oh, gosh. I wonder if, like, you know, I know it's for the movie, but what if, like, you know?
I think the only thing that if you do in a movie, you never live it down is gay scenes. You know the guy, you know...
I'm sure that they don't care. Xenon or whatever.
No, not them. I'm saying
gay.
Yeah. Right? No, I'm saying in general. Like if somebody's in a movie and they play, you know, like Edward Norton played the racist guy in American History X. Mm-hmm. Nobody's like, he must really be racist. Nobody,
I understand how that works.
No, but when Jake Gyllenhaal got boofed by fucking the Joker, everybody always said that was like, I bet he liked it. like people still think like those guys are probably really gay.
Was there a stunt double? You know what I mean? Yeah. You're like, did they tag team you?
Yeah. He's a stunt double. They just both fucking.
Yeah.
But I mean, really though, like when I remember
Ledger and Keith Ledger, right?
When you watch that movie though, after that, when you see Jake Gyllenhaal in something, you're always like, man, that guy's a good actor, but he wasn't acting in that one. He was acting like a cowboy. That's it. Yeah. The rest of that shit was he was
acting when he was kissing his wife.
Yeah. No, he. I mean, if you're a method actor and you play the method actors where they stay in character the whole time they're filming.
Mm-hmm.
If you're playing a gay dude, do you just go fuck dudes when you're not filming? Or at least go, like hang with gay bars or something?
I don't know. Because
you always hear stories
they
about...
just watch Philadelphia or whatever, right?
He got AIDS because he's like... he's like, I gotta get in character.
Yeah.
Now, what's the guy? Fuck. One of the guys at one point played Hitler. One of those, like, British actors.
Oh, I was like, Heath Ledger? Or
no.
I was like...
Heath Ledger and Hitler would
Jake Gyllenhaal? Right?
He can play him. He's a very good actor.
Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah. But anyway, one of those...
Someone's like, a gay Hitler.
Exactly. He did that movie, now he just seems gay. Other people... It's not like you think, like...
they're like, Hitler was probably homophobic anyway.
Yeah.
Like, that's why he did that.
Yeah.
Someone said Jews are gay. He's all like, fuck them, let's kill them all.
Yeah, let's fuck them and then kill them all.
Yeah. To the showers, come on, guys.
But there's one
let's
of those...
concentrate.
Michael Caine? Is he the one that's...
Yeah.
He has like a cool accent. He's Batman's helper.
Yeah.
I think it was either him or the guy that played Hannibal Lecter. One of them played Hitler in something.
Okay.
And he was like a method actor. They said he was just a fucking dickhead to his family for like 8 months. Like, I mean, so...
While he was recording or just... Oh, he did it like to prepare?
No, like for 8 hours a day, he's acting for the movie. And then, like, cut for the day. He goes home, and he's a method actor. He's still in character.
Oh, yeah.
He's still Hitler.
Yeah.
He's going to the store with that mustache
But Heath Ledger, after he was done with the Joker, he couldn't get out of it.
Yeah, which is like the Joker.
And supposedly Jim Carrey.
Such a dark character.
Right?
I don't know. It's just...
Yeah, but, I mean, look what's his name's proven doing this other one. It's an even darker of a character.
The new Joker?
The new Joker? Hell yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Joaquin Phoenix? Fucking shit, dude.
Joaquin Phoenix, even if Heath Ledger was alive, Joaquin Phoenix is a better actor than Heath Ledger.
I mean, I liked Heath Ledger, I did.
In what, though?
No, I mean, in movies that he was in, just like how he was in movies.
Except for the Joker, though. I like movies he was in a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is...
I wasn't like, damn, that was a good movie.
Except for Joker, you never thought, like, man, that was a great performance.
It's not like Tom Hardy. When he's in something, I'm like, holy shit. When he was that brother.
Yeah, nobody was handing out Golden Globe Awards for the 10 Things I Hate About You. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, I liked movies that he was in, so I was a fan of him. But... I mean, yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix is just a really good actor.
Yeah, he is.
You know who's the best? And we just talked, but Jake Gyllenhaal is underrated. Mm-hmm. You ever seen that movie, The Prisoner?
Yes.
Dude.
Yeah.
He's so good in that, like, it fucks with you. Like, it fucks your head up watching that movie.
Yeah.
His scenes specifically. Mm-hmm. Like, that dude's such a good actor, I don't even care that he's gay. Yeah. but no, yeah, and they're all better than Heath Ledger, because Heath Ledger's been dead for like 10 years. He's acting like a corpse.
Yeah, like 11, I think it is.
He was good, though. Like, I liked him in...
Yeah, the last movie he was in was like Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium.
Yeah, he should have died. He should have died right.
I watched a movie the other day. It had Simon Pegg in it. Absolutely Anything.
Never seen
it. It's just a stupid comedy. It's pretty funny, though. He can wave his hand, and whatever he wants happens. He'll do it. Because
dresses are just flying up.
Some aliens gave him the power, because they're going to like blow up Earth. And they end up giving him the power to just do whatever he wants.
Maybe I have seen it.
It's fucking hilarious. But anyways, it's like a British kind of comedy,
It's in England.
Yeah.
I think I started. Is it a show or a movie?
It's a movie. It's funny.
I think I started watching it and didn't finish.
I watched it recently. I don't remember if it's on Hulu or something. Anyways, I watched it again. Robin Williams is the voice of the dog in it. Yeah. And that was his last movie. So, Robin Williams' last movie, he played a dog. Just the voice of a dog, you know? I mean, it's kind of weird if he played a dog, right? He's, like, crawling around on the floor. He can probably do it, though, right?
Yeah. Robin Williams is overrated.
I mean,
he was good and stuff, but people were like, he brought laughs to so many. It's like, yeah, I mean, he did funny movies.
The movie came out, like, over a year after he died, though. So, like, man, they must have done the dog scenes first. Right?
Yeah, he was probably annoying. Everybody else was like, get him out of the way, then we'll come to the movie. He's like, barf, barf. He's like, oh, look at me, It's like all he ever did. He stole jokes, and he said, oh, look at me, in weird voices.
Yeah.
But, not to, like, shit on the dead, but...
Yeah. Anyways, we already talked about all the other deads. I was talking about, like, the Jews that died, right? And because they were gay... right? And then we're just talking about him, and you're like, I don't mean like shit on the dead, right? About one, right?
I told you though, dude. We recorded a podcast right after he died, and it's a long time ago. The name of it's something like "Celebrities Die and Life Goes On" or something like that. Because we were like, dude, we're gonna talk about Robin Williams.
Because he died in 14.
Yeah, it was back in the early days of this podcast.
Yeah.
So I told you then, and I still remember. I got the news. I like heard something. I scrolled on Facebook and saw, and for like a half a second, I just saw it wrong, and I thought Bill Murray had died.
Oh fuck!
And I was like, oh what?
I mean, it's gonna happen.
And then I scrolled back, and I was
probably.
like, oh, Robin Williams. Okay, like I was not devastated because I mean he's just an actor. I don't know him. He's whatever. But I was like, oh, that really sucks. I liked him. And then I went back and I was like, oh, good, Robin Williams. Okay. So, I mean, that's where he is for me. Like, Mrs. Doubtfire, it's a dumb 90s. Like, it's not good. He was good in the Vietnam movie. I mean, he's good in a lot of movies, but people act like he's a national treasure because he acted in movies. Like, I don't know. A lot of people do that. And a lot of people do it way better
He was in a lot, too, though. I mean, he was
I think the reason people like him, though, is because he's in movies that are, like, generational, like, where you show your kids.
Aladdin.
Yeah.
You know? Not part 2, because it sucked. Straight to DVD. Or straight to tape.
Straight to tape.
Return to Jafar.
Imagine if a movie's so bad now it goes straight to VHS. It's like...
Oh, wow.
If we made a movie... Well, we did make a movie once. It just never got edited. And I don't know what it was about. But, dude, hold on. There was something else that I had... Oh, motherfucker, this is bright. Yeah, I don't know. I had something in here. Oh, yeah, dude. Okay, we didn't talk about this because I think it happened after we last recorded. Remember when we went to Walmart and we got to see racism live and in person?
Oh, yeah. All right, so we went to Walmart and... we were leaving, and you know how, like, because I'm sure anyone that's listening to this has been to a Walmart. You buy your shit.
In a Walmart, listen to
You got your basket, right, and you got your shit in it, and you're, like, walking out. And then there's some fucking old bitch that's like, hey, can I see your receipt?
Yeah.
You know, and they go, and they got a little highlighter or a scanner, and they're like, okay, you're free to go.
Some lady with a German accent checking your papers. I don't like the feel of it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, right? She gave us some star we had to put on, and then we got in a different line.
She's like, oh, Sonny, can I look at your... And he's like, you don't know what the fuck you're looking at, you old bitch.
So anyways, we went to a busy Walmart, and there was a lot of people in front of us.
It was like Christmas Eve.
And, yeah. And, it was.
People were last minute buying dog shit from Walmart.
It was like Christmas Eve morning. It's like everyone's fucking there.
Yeah.
But anyways, so we're like trying to walk out, and there's some people, and then like she says something, this alarm goes off. And there's like this black dude there, and he was dressed kind of like a thug, kind of, you know,
yeah,
like what you would think of as a
jersey
thug.
And baggy pants and a like do rag.
Yeah, it had like a chain on it, gold teeth.
I kept my hand over my wallet.
No, anyways, he was dressed like that though. And then there was this like older, white guy,
middle-aged white dude.
Yeah,
like jeans, shorts, and both socks.
Now the white guy had a basket with groceries in it, and the black dude was just like leaving.
Not only that, the white dude went through and it beeped. The black guy was 5 feet from even getting to the little
thing. So this old Asian or Mexican lady, whatever, was she white?
Yes.
Was she white?
She was extremely white.
She's so many wrinkles. I couldn't tell what she was. Do you ever
get those cookies? They have an old lady on the cover on the packaging.
No.
She looked exactly like the lady on those cookies.
I don't know what cookies you're talking about.
Amos.
Anyway. All right. So, anyways, she starts saying like, "Y'all stay there," and then like everyone's staying there because the lady's like yelling about it.
She's just telling the black guy to stay.
Yeah, and the old white dude's there. So she's like, "Anyways, I gotta go." So she's like leaving us. We're all staying in line because she's got to check or we can't go.
Yeah.
And the big white dude goes back through and it goes off again. Yeah. And then she like looks and he's like, "See?" And
she grabs the black guy by the shirt. He doesn't even have anything like groceries or anything. And he's on his cell phone, actually.
He, like, picks up his pockets or whatever, and he's like, what?
He's like, I don't know what you...
Anyways, and then what did she say?
She grabbed him by the shirt, and she's like, you stay there. He knocked her hand away. And he's like, it's clearly that guy. And that white guy's just over there like, I stole stuff. You know?
Yeah, no, he had that look like, shit, they got me.
He looked guilty. The black dude was like...
He probably purposely tried to walk out with that black guy so they would think it's him.
If you're going to pick anybody in that store to pin this on, that's who you pick.
So he ends up going, and he's in that little like foyer area in between the two double doors, and is ready to go. And now he's like going through his bags, acting like he's looking at what's going on. And that black dude's like, see? And then he just starts going.
Yeah, he's like, see? He's like, God, he's like cussing and
what'd
stuff.
that lady say?
She said something.
She said something like, just go already.
She's
just
like,
leave
just
already.
get out of here. He's like, I was trying.
Yeah. I was just like, damn.
I was standing so close to the black dude.
She said that, like, looking up towards us.
Yeah.
Like, as she was, because she's real short.
We're white. She was looking at us like, hey, if this big black jumps on me, y'all got to fight him.
And I was just like, I was help him.
Way on his side, because I get being profiled for what you look like, because we were always like dirty-faced kids. But I was standing right next to the dude. He looked over at me like, do you believe this shit? And I looked at him like, I'm just enjoying this.
Yeah.
Like, for me, you see those on Facebook, it's like, racist lady at store. And I was like, dude, I get to be it. I'm in it.
Yeah. It's a really, really old lady that can't do the registers anymore.
Yeah, like, she was seriously probably around 80.
She's just the exit Hitler. And
she probably didn't think he stole. She's like, I don't think they let blacks in here. She's like, my memory's starting to go, but I'm almost positive this store don't let y'all in. She's like, yeah.
She's like, sir, you can go ahead and take your free items.
Yeah.
Right? But this guy...
Steal what you want. I'm dealing with the real problem. The blacks are infiltrating our Walmart.
She's like, you didn't see the sign on the front door? It said whites only. Right? That's what the W stands for. Okay, anyways. All right, this has been episode 101, 3 digits. If you like or didn't like, please like and subscribe our page on Facebook. Any platform that you're on, please comment, subscribe, whatever.
If you are or happen to be a Muslim, just know, we think your women are beautiful. Stop cutting off their genital parts.
Yeah, you can't tell them they're fucking beautiful. They're going to want to kill you.
Oh, yeah, they're not beautiful. I don't know what they look like. They wear black all the time.
Anyways, and please don't bomb us.
Yeah, don't bomb us.
Yeah. So, anyways, and like and subscribe. Oh, yeah. Anyways, if we see your magic carpets anywhere. I have a drone. It don't have guns on it or nothing. But.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways, if you're listening to this.
Graffiti.
Huh?
Graffiti.
Oh, yeah. All right, if you go to a stall, bathroom, anywhere, please carve or write the Bad Vibe Podcast somewhere in there. So next time someone's in there taking a leak and they look up, they're going to see that. And they're going to be like, oh, yeah, let me go listen to that.
Yeah, we want people to have their dick in our hand when they think of us.
I want them to be like, oh, I saw that in the bathroom yesterday.
Yeah.
You know?
Also, if you're one of those dudes that graffitis on, like, train cars, that always looks, like, so good, it don't even make sense how you do that good with paint, Bad Vibe Podcast on a train would be fucking amazing. And I'm going to be looking.
Yeah.
I'm going to be looking at trains. I live close to the train tracks. I had to get a cheap house. So I'll see it if you do it.
Yeah, and if you see it somewhere, send it to us.
Yeah,
I want to see a picture of it.
Email it.
All right, anyways, this has been the Bad Vibe Podcast. What do I usually say?
If you're listening.
Oh, yeah, if you're listening to this. Sorry, it's been a long one. If you're listening to this, you are the Bad Vibe.